Good morning, welcome back to another video. Here me and Alex are going to a job site to start on a full interior cleaning on a Infiniti QX. I don't know, Infiniti is, anytime you start throwing numbers and letters in models, I don't know, like I honestly, the only one I know is the S2000. Other than that, if there's a number and name and letter to it, I'm not gonna know the model. So we're gonna go to the full interior cleaning here first. It's gonna be at $285. Lex and Javier will take care of like a simple job at 10 a.m. at the shop. Then, oh my goodness, you know what? I just remembered I should have left the car keys to Lex because we're supposed to swap cars out, but I have the keys. So now he'll have to come in like his Nissan or something. Anyways, we're gonna go to the job sites, start on it. Lex will finish up the vehicle at the shop, then meet us up at the job site, and then from there, me and Alex will come back to the shop in the car, and then Lex and Javier will move forward to the next vehicle at 1 p.m. So, that was a long intro. In this video, I'm going to take you through like the process of how we evolved with our interior cleaning process, and how we started off with, well, how I started off with no machine, no steamer, and how we evolved to getting a $2,000 Prospector 500 extractor. Alright, so we talked to the customer. It's ready to rock and roll, so now we're gonna pull the van in. Now this is at a duplex. The parking is very, very tight, so luckily the no one's home here, and so we can take up the whole parking lot. So I'm gonna wait for all these cars to move out the way because I gotta move this van. So how am I gonna do this? Ooh, I gotta turn it all the way around. So what I'm gonna do here is, my dad's been a truck driver for the past 30 years, so the truck driving is passed down in my DNA. So I can move this all. I do my eyes closed. Watch this. Too Fast and Furious. Oh man. All right. We are set to go. So the process has never really changed between the first customer I've ever serviced to the now 400th customer we serviced. You book them into the calendar. You show up at the designated time. You call them, text them. Hello, Johnny. I have arrived. They come outside. Good morning. Good morning. Here's the car. You talk over the details. You tell them what time's gonna be done, the price. That's it. That's the interaction between me and the customer. 60 seconds. So now we get to work. Do me a favor and paint me like one of your French blondes. Is that what he says? Time to work, boys. This is 10 years in the making right here. All for this day. 10 years of detailing, of hustling, just so I can clean leather seats. Now we're about to start all the machines. After this I can't talk anymore, it's just too loud. But again, nothing really changes. We still have an extractor, it's just bigger. We have a generator, it's just bigger. Granted, we now have an air compressor and such, but hey, the van is just a bigger van now. So it's all the same, it's just like a window size. You just kind of expand everything and have a lot more equipment and bigger equipment. But over the last 10 years, it's the same process, just bigger and better tools. So as you can see, that's it. Alex turned on the generator, turned on the machine, started pulling cords out, and we're off to getting off to working. Now the videos won't be in exact chronological order. They might be a little bit out of place because I want to show you bits and pieces of everything. But as you can see, you turn on the generator, pull the reeds out, and you get to work. Downtime is minimal when you have the proper setup. Now yes, you will lose some suction the longer the hose, but we want to upgrade to the Johnny Vac vacuum, which is like way stronger than that rigid one. So we'll be making another upgrade soon. The Johnny Vac vacuum is like $450, but man, the power on the 80-foot hose, you'll still have maximum suction. So it sucks with this one because it's kind of weak, but moving on to the Johnny Vac, we should get a way stronger vacuum and suction. So I get a lot of questions about this, like, hey, why do you use a Tornador or a cleaning gun inside the interior? Aren't you just blowing things around? And it's like, yeah, that's the point. You want to dislodge the debris from the interior so it's easier to vacuum. So some of it will exit the vehicle, right? You kind of blow it out to exit the vehicle. But a lot of it's like, yeah, I want to move the debris that's wedged underneath the seat to somewhere that I can vacuum. Or if there's an area that's too tight for the vacuum, I can blow it out and it's easier to vacuum up if it gets nudged somewhere else. So yes, the point of the cleaning gun is to move stuff around. So here's a great example where it serves multiple purposes. One, we're pushing all the debris forward, so we're able to kind of just make sure we're cleaning, like we're not working over ourselves. And two, it does help us continue the vacuuming process, like in conjunction with the air, with the drill brush and the vacuum. It makes it very simple, or at least more efficient, to get it done. Now, as I'm gonna keep on repeating myself, but not having to move the vacuum around, having enough length to just pass the hose or whatever you're using to the next person, it makes a big difference in the operation. Now, we actually wanted to use a tent, but it was kind of crammed because that's literally all the space that we had. Those trash cans were in the way, so we're like, let's just work. Towards the end of the detail, like, it did slow us down because the heat was beating on us pretty hard. But not, again, that's the biggest downside to mobile work, where it's not always going to be ideal situations. You want to do something, right? You want more space. You want to set up a canopy. You want to do something, but man, just the environment that you're in doesn't allow it. So when we're vacuuming, we're getting around 90% of the debris out of the vehicle. Now, once we get at the end of the service, yeah, there's gonna be some debris that kind of we missed, or that was just stuck in a really tight area. So usually we'll use the cordless vacuum to wrap up the last final touches. And again, this is at the end of it now, so you'll kind of see how easy it is to pack up, where all he's doing is wrapping up the vacuum, turning off the vacuum, retracting the air hose, and we're done. Very, very, very simple process. So generally speaking, has our interior cleaning process changed a lot? You could say yes, because the better machines, the better setup, the bigger van yields to a more efficient process, but ultimately we end up at the same results, right? Because even when I started with just a steamer, the McCulloch 1385, even when I had the McCulloch 1385 and the ACA ProVac, all the way now to where we have the Pro Dual 6 steamer and a Prospector 500, we end up at the same results of, look, it's a night and day difference between the original, or at least how we got there, to how we finished the vehicle. Now, I wasn't able to show you literally a complete interior in-depth process just because I'm limited on what I'm able to film because we're actually working and all this other stuff. But at least a general recap is to say, look, like at every phase, right? From when you're first starting to when you're upgrading a few machines and equipment and tools and products to when you're really trying to go all out with your equipment, the results will get better, right? But you have to also focus but you have to also focus on the whole process, the efficiency, like how do you actually get the service done? Because back in 2012, 2013, when I'd clean an interior, people would be like, whoa, that looks so different. Like it's a night and day difference. In 2015, whoa, that's a night and day difference. That looks amazing. In 2021, whoa, that's a night and day difference. It looks amazing. So it's kind of weird how like regardless of the tools and products, like you can still get great results. That's why I always say, like, man, don't look at my YouTube videos and be like, man, like I really want to start, but that guy has that extractor and that extractor at the shop, and they have a van in the shop, and man, they have employees and they have this camera. It's like you're overthinking it. Go back 10 years, go back 5 years in my business, and it was nothing like this. It was a crappy vacuum. It was a very affordable steamer. It was just using brushes. It was out of a small van. I didn't have a generator for so long. I never had an air compressor. I didn't have a big extractor. I didn't have a heated extractor. Like, there's so many things that we have that does help to the process, to the efficiency, to being able to get through more cars. But ultimately, for just getting started, you can achieve just about the same results with just a McCulloch 1275, which I think is like $140, the ACA Pro Vac, which is $475, and a rigid vacuum for like $100. Like, you throw that all in your car, a sedan, I don't care, a pickup truck, like a small pickup truck, you go do the work, you will get just about the same results as our entire setup here. Now again, the difference, as I pointed out in a previous video, is that you can do 1 car a day with this setup, maybe 2, but trying to get to 3, 4, 5 vehicles a day, you need a full-on process, a much bigger, more efficient setup. We're upgrading as we go along. As we get more customers, we upgrade. We see what needs to be fixed, we change things. Like, it's as we go along, we upgrade. You'll never have a perfect setup. You'll have a setup that fits your current situation. That's it. There's no perfect setup. There's only a setup that fits your current situation, right? Whether that's budget-wise, whether that's on customer demand-wise, but you'll have a setup based on your current situation. So hopefully this video was helpful. I don't know if I know I started off the video with like how we do our process, but I wasn't able to get, like, people want me to do like the same way I did the wash and wax process breakdown. People want me to do that with the interior cleaning. But as you can tell, I can't fit the A7 III in there. We'd have to have like 2, 3 GoPros running at the same time. And it's a lot more cumbersome. Like, it's a lot more cumbersome. When I'm doing the wash and wax videos, I could just set a camera, zoom in, and just work. You can't do that with interior cleanings. Like, I'll need at least 2 or 3 different GoPros. And yes, you could just wear it on your chest, but I don't want to do that. All right, so eventually I'll do it, but right now I have to kind of do it in bits. Hopefully I haven't been rambling on. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, concerns. I'll link some of the interior products and tools that we use. I don't know which ones specifically you want to see, but I'll link some of the things that we use in the description box down below. So, all right, I'll see you guys on the next video.